The crypto market has been crashing, but we've been making money while everything has been going down. And I'm going to walk you through that trade so you can learn and take things from it to help your crypto wallet become big, fat, and juicy as well. But the crypto market was going up a few days ago because if you focus right here on the past 7 days, you can see that the entire market for the week was green, 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 and everything was running up. And there was a YouTube video that I posted 2 days ago right here answering the question, should I be buying crypto right now? And check it out, upside. So now that raises the next question that you guys are probably going to ask. Well, Naicke, how high will it go? Is it a good time to take a long position to make money as prices are going up? Absolutely not. It is not a good time to take a long position, you guys, because taking a long position means you're buying right now, regardless if it's Bitcoin or another crypto, you're buying right now expecting prices to run up even higher. The likelihood of prices skyrocketing right now is slim. Now, can it happen? Yes, it can happen. Right there, you guys. It is very slim for that to happen. And if you look at the crypto market right now, exactly how we spoke about, because when we made that video, prices were pumping and you can see prices was originally right up within this zone. And now we can see prices are moving towards the downside and it's at this previous level of support. If you're watching this YouTube video, it probably means you are someone who wants to make more money trading crypto, investing in crypto, or probably both. So if you haven't made your first $100,000 in crypto, $50,000 or $10,000, then I invite you to attend the live crypto training class that I'm going to be having on Zoom, where I'll be sharing the 3 crypto strategies that allowed me to achieve all my crypto goals. And at the end, we'll be having a live Q&A session where you can ask me all your questions to make sure that all the strategies, all the techniques that we teach, that you have it locked down and that you actually understand it. And at the end of the training, you'll know exactly how I determine what crypto I should buy, when I should actually buy, what crypto I should sell, and when I should sell it, and how I'm able to use AI so I'm not always glued onto the computer 24/7 so that I can be away with the wifey, with the family, and still be making profit. I know it sounds crazy, too good to be true, but you'll be able to see it for yourself when you click the link to attend the free live crypto class that we're going to be having. So sign up and I'll see you there. And everyone has been talking about, oh, this range right here, the 94K price range, the 94K price range. But the thing is, if you look very carefully, prices got rejected right here. Now, prior to that, how did I know prices were most likely going to move down? Because if you look previously, look what happened. If we zoom into this area right here, we can see that Bitcoin attempted to break past this part multiple times. Right here, we can see this attempt was a fail and it broke towards the downside. This attempt was another fail, got rejected. Another fail, got rejected. And right here, we can see multiple candlesticks attempting to run up, all failing, going back towards the downside. Now, what a lot of people aren't realizing is this price range right here, this level of support / resistance that I drew out is about 90K. And if prices aren't able to hold and aren't able to bounce up from this range, then it will lead us back to this area which we were previously. And the reason why I'm a little bit concerned about this area is because this area is a consolidation where prices are moving up and down, up and down. And when prices move up and down, we know what that typically leads to. If you don't, what that leads to is a huge explosion. Here we saw consolidation, and what happened? We had a huge explosion where prices ran towards the upside. That's why when we're on crypto bubbles and we look at the weekly chart, you guys can see I'm on the weekly, we can see Doge is up 25%, Render's up almost 80%, Bonkers up almost 52%, Sui's up 30%, ADA's up 20%, STX is up almost 50%. We had massive rally towards the upside. I need to lower my voice. I just realized I was yelling for no reason. Like, I'm so African. Okay, so you guys, one thing I realized that whenever we come out of this consolidation now, if we run back within this range, we consolidate and the inverse happens. So instead of prices running towards the upside, means it runs towards the downside. It could mean we could potentially have a massive drop where we actually go below where we were previously, which this range is a $80,000 price range. And if we go back to this 80K price range, I will be very, very happy because this is what I think a lot of people are missing when they're looking at the charts. If we zoom out a little bit more, looking at our Bitcoin chart, we can see we had this massive rally towards the upside. And then prices end up having this massive retracement. And when it had this massive retracement, it actually created a level of support right here. And we can see one point of contact. We see multiple point of contact right here, and then we can see another multiple point of contact right here. And after this area is skyrocketed to hit multiple all-time high. Here was an all-time high, here was an all-time high, here was an all-time high, and here was another all-time high. So the reason why I said if prices ends up dropping, I am perfectly happy with that, because what that will do now, it leads us into a situation where here we have one bottom and here we would have a second bottom. And this range right here would mean that we have our Bitcoin coming all the way down to, let me move my head so you can see it a little bit more clear. It would mean that we came down to this price range right here, which is between that 80K towards that 76K price range. And we know how the market works. Whenever a majority of people are saying, oh, it's over, sell everything, crypto's done, then the market now does the inverse of that and then ends up running towards the upside. So if we get that double bottom playing out, then it typically will lead to some type of bounce towards the upside. But Naicke Kalala, what if you're completely wrong? What if everything crashes and prices does end up moving lower? Well, that's a really good question. That's why I always say when it comes to all of these different cryptos that you're holding, you need to have a minimum of 2 portfolios. So what I mean by that is if crypto is crashing and moving down, it won't affect me because I have these certain cryptos that I am holding for the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, because there are certain crypto projects that when you buy them at X price, they will never ever go down to that price. For example, everyone who bought Bitcoin when it was at $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, the chance of Bitcoin going back down to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 is so slim. Everyone who bought Ethereum when it was at 100, 200, 300 bucks, the chances of it going down to that price range is very slim. And we see that with Bitcoin. Every single cycle, Bitcoin reaches a new all-time high. And when Bitcoin does crash, it never crashes to the previous cycle all-time low. So during these massive correction time, my cryptos that I plan on holding for a very long time, I'm perfectly comfortable dollar cost averaging into them as long as if the average cost you have is good. Now, for those of you who are saying average cost of these cryptos, what do you mean by that? I don't get it. So average cost is, let's say for an example, you ended up buying Bitcoin when it was at $10,000 and then it ran up to $20,000 and then you bought it again at $20,000. So because you bought at $10,000 and you bought at $20,000, that means your average cost is $15,000. Because if you add up $10,000 and if you add up $20,000 equals $30,000. $30,000 divided by 2 because you bought twice equals $15,000. So with prices of crypto crashing, with prices moving towards the downside, I will look to buy if I'm number one, close to my average cost, which would be $15,000 based on the example that I gave you, or if it's below my average cost. So the crypto ended up going down below $15,000, then I'm willing to buy more of it because it will lower my average cost from, let's say, $15,000 to now $14,000, $13,000. Now, when the crypto starts moving up, guess what? I'm able to make more money a lot sooner. Might be at that crucial level of support where prices might absolutely get obliterated, really crash down. But other crypto projects like Ethereum aren't really there. Ethereum did this massive drop towards the downside where it came all the way close to that $2,600 price range. And then after it ran up, it came down again, but it didn't go as low as it previously did. And then it ran up, came back down again, but it didn't go as low as it previously did again, or as previously as it did before that. So we can actually see Ethereum is performing these higher lows. And when you look at the range where it continues to get rejected from, this is that main level of resistance where it's pushing prices down. And here's actually the main level of support that's actually pushing prices up. So Ethereum isn't at that main level where, oh no, if prices crash, it can get absolutely obliterated because this is its main level of support. So even if Bitcoin ends up dropping and crashing like crazy, and we know that Mama Bitcoin controls the market, if she goes down, everything else is going to go down as well. It means that Ethereum will go down, but Ethereum most likely will only go down to its previous major level of support, where it has been at multiple times. And if Ethereum does come down even lower, that actually might be a great indicator saying, hey, this is a great opportunity to buy more Ethereum to make some more profit within the short term. Because it will mean, number one, here we see that the RSI is significantly oversold. It's towards the bottom side. And we know with ETH, whenever we see the RSI within this range, it follows it very well. Here we can see hit toward the bottom side, hit toward the bottom side, and then we had the massive run toward the upside. We have a massive run towards the upside. Hit the bottom side again, hit the bottom side again, huge run towards the upside, huge run towards the upside. So if that repeats once again, we hit this major level of support, check, that's a good sign, and we come down on our RSI, check, that's a good sign, then it's a good indication that, hey, this may be a great level to buy because prices might run up toward the upside and make a little extra money. But where a lot of people mess up with this, and it's the exact same thing that I teach in my private Discord community, is do not mix your investing money with your trading money. And what I mean by that, so many people will see this crypto and be like, hey, I want to trade. What crypto should I trade? And they pick a crypto that they want to trade. But what ends up happening is the trade doesn't go in their direction. So instead of just selling that crypto and taking a small loss, they end up holding that crypto and the price just ends up getting lower and lower and lower. And they're like, oh, okay, I guess this is going to become a long-term hold. And that money that you were supposed to use to trade to turn that, let's say, 3,000 to 6,000 and 6,000 to 12,000 and 12,000 to 24,000, now it ends up being a long-term hold. And you're just there crossing and praying and hoping prices ends up going back up versus taking a small loss and then finding another good setup where you could potentially buy that crypto at a good cost and then make back all the money you lost and make back additional money. So now you're more in the profits. So do not make that mistake. It's the same mistake that I made years ago when I was brand new to the world of investing and trading. Now let's actually go over the trade that we took in my private community that everyone was able to make profit, everyone was able to make money on, so that you can actually learn from it and apply it within your life of trading and investing crypto. The trade we took in the community was posted right here by your boys, yours truly, the trade on XRP. First thing I noticed that XRP did this parabolic move towards the upside. And if you look at the market, whenever you see a very strong move toward the upside in a very short amount of time frame, that typically will lead to prices start moving towards the downside. So after I saw prices explode up so fast within such a short period of time, when I looked at the RSI, I'm like, whoa, look at that. It's significantly overextended toward the upside. And we know when we see a significant extension toward the upside, combining with a parabolic move toward the upside, and it also hit a major level of resistance because the last time XRP went up to this range, as you can see, it was right here. What ended up happening? Well, prices actually broke down and ended up coming all the way below the $2 price range. So we ended up taking that day trade, entering right here, short position, making money as prices was going down right here. And it was literally 2 cents away. 2 cents away from top taking, which would have been the perfect entrance, but still a really good entrance. And we ended up taking our profits when price ended up crashing all the way down, making this massive parabolic drop towards the downside within this price range right here. So if you're someone who wants to make more money investing in crypto, trading crypto, if you're looking at the crypto chart, you're like, how in the world do I read it? When do I know it's a good time to buy? When do I know it's a good time to sell? How do I know what crypto I should buy? How do I know what crypto I should avoid? Can I make my first 10K, 50K, 100K in crypto? Check out the link below for the live free crypto class that we're going to be having, where I'm going to share the 3 crypto strategies that allowed me to achieve my crypto goals. And at the end, we'll have the Q&A to make sure that you understand everything I've taught to help you in your crypto journey.